at the Daphne look. Hi guys. Welcome back, or welcome to if you are new here. My name is Logan, and today we're gonna talk about The Duke and I, aka Bridgerton. I'm just gonna be 100% real. I obviously only read this book after I watched the series. I binged the series in a day and then promptly decided that, yes, I need more of this. I'm gonna read the book. And I have a lot of thoughts on it. I have thoughts on the book, I have thoughts on the TV show. So that's what we're doing today. That's what we're tackling. We are gonna look at the book, to discuss kind of the vibes, the pros, the cons, and then I'm gonna get real down and dirty about the comparison between them. Which did I like better? What did I like from each? Giving you all the juicy details. Well, I mean, it's PG, you know, not PG here. We're PG, okay? Let's get into the synopsis. To put it as briefly as I possibly can for the two people that have not heard a word about Bridgerton or The Duke and I, I'm going to be using them interchangeably because The Duke and I is the first book in the series The Bridgertons, and the TV show was called Bridgerton. So just think of them one and the same when I reference them. Bridgerton is about Daphne and Simon. Daphne is a young lady. I think she is 19, 20 years old in the book, who is having difficulties securing a husband. Now, please note that the book takes place during Regency London era. So, you know, curtsying, not being near a person of the opposite sex, alone, all the rage at this time. But she's having a great deal of trouble finding a husband. And then we have Simon Bassett. He is the new Duke of Hastings, and he never wants to get married. He never wants to take a wife. That's a pretty important bit, but it's not like a spoiler or anything. They meet because Simon is BFFs with Daphne's older brother, Anthony, and they kind of get to thinking and figure out a plan, a way to help each other. Because what Simon wants is to not be hounded by the thirsty young ladies and mothers of society, and what Daphne wants is to find a husband. How can they help each other? They decide to fake a courtship, a relationship of sorts, because, one, this helps Simon because it'll look like he is already rather engaged, he already has his sights set on someone, people will leave him alone. For Daphne, it's kind of interesting. It's the idea that men always want something that they, one, can't have, or two, think they can't get. So basically overnight, after they decide to fake this courtship and put it on full display, Daphne has a whole bunch of suitors, which is pretty exciting for her. The ruse keeps on going, and without saying much else, as with all romance novels, it's never as simple as you think it's going to be. Let's talk about the way the book was set up. It was sort of interesting. We start the book with a prologue that actually discusses Simon's beginnings, his family, his mom, his dad, his birth, and his growing up, because it's pretty important to answering a lot of questions that the reader will have about why he doesn't want to get married. And it kind of gives us intro context that we know Daphne and pretty much everyone else besides Simon won't have. Two, at the beginning of each chapter, we have a snippet of Lady Whistledown's society paper. The only other thing really to note about the way the book was set up is that it kind of goes back and forth between Simon and Daphne's perspectives, not chapter to chapter, but just seamlessly throughout the whole book. I thought it was a really beautiful way to go back and forth, and it was a great way for us to get insight into how both of them thought and what they thought of each other and of certain situations. It was pretty great. Now, let's talk about some pros and some cons. I'll start with the pros. I love Simon and Daphne. I was obsessed with them throughout the entire show. Their friendship, their romance, their love for one another, everything. So any more that I was able to get and see from their relationship, icing on the cake. It's kind of the idea that more is always better, never worse. Totally true here. I loved being able to just like get more insight and kind of just stay in that world a little bit longer. Loved it. Number two, it was steamy. I'm not gonna lie. We are PG here, so that's all I'm gonna say. But you know, they really loved each other. And number three, which will lead seamlessly into the cons, is something that actually surprised me. The entire book is only about Simon and Daphne. And I thought I would love this because one of the things that I didn't quite love, but I understood from the TV show, is all these secondary storylines that were going on. While I was watching, I was like, I don't really care about this guy. I don't care about Anthony and whoever he's dealing with at the moment. I just want to see Simon and Daphne. But in the book, it kind of was its fault, which is surprising. So let me try to explain some more. The book was entirely about and only about Simon and Daphne. None of the secondary characters, none of the other side like storylines were going on like in the TV show. I'll say that it was a pro that it was all about it, and that seamlessly takes us into our cons. The con being that it was all about them. None of the secondary characters. We didn't get the prince. We didn't get any of Anthony romances. We didn't really get any of the Featheringtons. We didn't get Nigel. We didn't get any of the other suitors. I really only have one other con, and it's hard to articulate. But in the most basic terms, I felt that the book lacked highlighting the friendship of Simon and Daphne that the TV show did so well. I think a lot of the moments, moments that I loved from the show weren't in the book. Yeah, they just weren't there. So it didn't really seem like they were the best of friends that it seemed like they were in the TV show, which kind of was a bit sad because I thought that friendship was such a beautiful aspect of their relationship. And to kind of bring it full circle, I definitely loved the TV show more than I loved the book. I think that the friendship development and the slow build was much more apparent in the TV show rather than the book. All in all, I really liked this book. I think I gave it a 3 or a 3.5. It was pretty great. And yeah, like I said, anything more that I can get of the London Regency, Simon and Daphne world, Bridgerton world, I'm here for. And I think that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and please make sure that you are subscribed. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.